everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't filmed in forever, and it's probably because I haven't filmed in forever. Just a quick side story, in case you're wondering why my mouth might be moving a little bit differently. I came down with like an allergic reaction. Something happened and it only affected my lips, and this was exactly a week ago, and this is the first time I've worn lipstick since then. I don't know what it is. The doctors don't know what it is. Basically, they were like, we can't figure it out, so here's some antibiotics. Good luck. But it affected me in a way that, like, my lips, it started out as, like, little bumps, and they weren't cold sores. I've never had a cold sore before, so I couldn't be for sure, but then the doctor confirmed it was not cold sores. And then the next morning I woke up, and it was blisters all over my lips, okay? Not cute blisters. I don't know if there's such a thing as cute blisters, but if there was, these certainly were not them. They were awful. They were all over. It's like I couldn't smile without them cracking. I mean, it's gross. I'm not going to get into all the disgusting details because it can get pretty disgusting, but just know this is like the first day that I felt normal. I wasn't able to film at all last week except for my pack for my makeup kit, and that's the thing. I had to work through this. So I had to like apologize to each of my clients, assure them that it was not contagious. It was not fun. There was one morning I woke up and I looked at Chad and I was like, it looks like I have a really bad case of really bad lip injections. I mean, because my gums weren't even touching my lips. That's how swollen they were. Anyways, that's why if you're wondering why maybe I'm not opening my mouth like I should as much to either smile or speak, it's because I'm still kind of trying to recover from all that. But anyways, we're here for a haul, so let's start hauling. Or at least let me start telling you what I've gotten. It's very random stuff. I didn't go to like one huge Sephora trip or one huge Ulta trip. It was just, you know, an online order here, an online order there, and it just kind of culminated. So I wanted to show you what I've gotten before it got to be too much to put in one video. So I placed an order on Nars.cosmetics.com, and I'd had stuff in my cart. Like, this is what we all do, and I know. We have stuff in our cart, and then we take it out, and then we put stuff back, and then we take it out, and it just ends up being like 2 months before we actually hit the buy now button. And so that's what it was for me. I just kept taking out, and some of the things I took out, I'm like, I put right back in after I clicked my order because I still want them. But I got 3 things. So the first thing I got was a foundation. I had a sample of this a long time ago, and I don't remember if I liked it or not because it's been that long ago. It was like when it was first launched. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I kind of wanted to form my own opinion. And I bought it because I've seen a lot of professional makeup artists use it. It's been listed in a lot of like Instagram posts as products used and stuff. So I was just very curious about it, especially for mature skin. So let's get to the actual product. This is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I got mine in the color Santa Fe, or Santa Fe, however you want to do it. I've tried it once since then, and I'm still trying to form an opinion, so that will not be a first impression review, but if I do decide to keep it, I will do a review video on it. The next thing I got was the new Nars Laguna Liquid Bronzer. So I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's super liquidy, and when I first swatched it, you can see that right there. It is warmer than my liquid drops, my Giorgio Armani liquid drops. And when I first watched it, I'm like, okay, I can work with this. And then I kind of rubbed it in my hand. Can you see it? Can you see where it went? I don't see it. Was it ever there? I don't know. It just completely went away. And it's kind of what it did on my face when I used it. So I haven't completely given up hope, but I'm surely not going to keep a $42, $45 product if it just disappears on my face. So I will kind of keep you updated on that. You may have to remind me, like in a favorites video, ask me in the comments, but I just wasn't what I was expecting. All right, and the next thing I got, I put in my big palette that I keep in my kit. This is the Eyeshadow Duo right here in the color Isolde. And quite honestly, this is the first eyeshadow at all that I've ever owned from Nars. So many people talk so highly about them. And I picked this color because I needed a good copper color in my kit, because so many times people want like a really warm smoky eye, and I don't think there's much prettier than a very pretty copper color on the lid. So this is what it looks like. And this color right here, I mean, they're both beautiful, but this one, oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. I already used them on clients, already really like the formula, so I'm happy about that, and I will be purchasing more duos or singles in the future. Sticking on the eyeshadow train, I picked up 4 more Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. I can't get enough of these. In fact, I've got 4 more in my cart in Sephora waiting to be purchased, but very quickly I got Chocolate Crumble, Macaroon, Bengal, and Deep Plum. Deep Plum I have on my eyes today in the outer V, and it's always been one of my favorites. It's in the Amrezy palette, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But these titanium metallic colors, yes, I did a look on a client 2 weeks ago, and I put Chocolate Crumble all over her lid, and then I topped it off in the middle with this Macaroon color. Oh, so beautiful. So y'all know my love for Anastasia shadows. Can't get enough. Apparently I got a lot of eyeshadows in this haul. The next 3 I got from the new Makeup Geek launch, so I'm not going to like go into huge detail about it because there's so many videos on YouTube and swatches on Instagram that go over them, but I am just going to show you the colors that I picked. I only got 3. I mean, as you know, and as you can see, I have so many eyeshadows that I didn't really feel like I needed. Like, these were the 3 most original ones that spoke to me, so they're the ones I chose. Got Wild West. There we go. It's like a tawny, it's got a rosy undertones, really pretty. I got Tiki Hut, which is this kind of mustard yellow. Y'all know how I love these colors, but I'm going to put up Desert Sands right next to it. They're not that different. So if you have Desert Sands, I don't think you need Tiki Hut. It's a little bit of a warmer undertone and a little bit darker, but it's just, I don't think it's different enough to warrant buying both, but it's still a very pretty shadow. And finally, I got Tuscan Sun. Well, there we go, which is like another rosy, very pink undertone color. It's very pretty. It's really pretty in the crease, and it's really pretty just blown out all over the lid, and that'd be the only color. And I have 2 more eyeshadow products. Okay. The first one is from Viseart, which if you know anything about my channel, if you have watched more than this video, you probably know that I'm madly in love with Viseart shadows. It is my, like, Anastasia Beverly Hills and Viseart are my favorite formulas of shadows. And they came out with their Color Theory palettes, these tiny little palettes. I mean, see, it's like the size of my hand. And then you open it and you kind of pull it around. I got the one in Cashmere, so it was like the mid-tone of the one. The mink, I think it's mink. Is that right? It's like, has the orangey, very warm colors. This is more neutral, and then they have a very cool, like smoky eye one. But I love these colors. I wore this when I did a wedding last week, and every single one of the bridesmaids said, I want what you have on your eyes. It's perfect. They blend perfectly. I just can't say enough about these. I've said it all before, so I'm not going to say it again. The reason I love these so much, I don't want to mess them up, but these little pans come out. They're magnetized, and they are ready for a Z palette. So if you bought all 3 of these, you could easily make your own Z palette of Viseart. I wish they would do that with all of their palettes. But that is the one that spoke to me the most out of the 3 that launched, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, the next shadows, I'll go into like an Ulta very quickly, what I got at Ulta. They had like a 50% off of these 3 items. It was a platinum perk a few weeks ago, and I was like, yes, I'll take that one, and that one, all 3. So the first one was an eyeshadow palette, and it was a Bare Minerals Ready eyeshadow palette, which I've never tried their Ready shadows. I think I've spoken before how much I love their loose shadows, but I've never tried their Ready shadows. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. You got to pick from 3. So I picked the Posh Neutrals palette. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It comes in this really pretty, like, reflective rose gold packaging. But I don't know, I thought it was going to be bigger, and especially when you open it, the shadows are, I'm going to take the brush out, tiny. They're so little bitty, but they're still very pretty. Some of them I'm not that impressed with. Like these two right here, these sparkle colors, they have sparkles on them. They don't transfer well to the lid, and the pigmentation is just not there for me. But these matte colors right here are absolutely beautiful. And then this one, I think this one's called Sizzle, if I'm reading the back correct, is my absolute favorite one. And it's that one right there. It's this very shimmery, very pigmented taupe color. And it is gorgeous for a purple smoky eye. So I am not sad that I bought this, especially for 20%, not 20%, 50% off. So I think it was only $20. So I'm glad that I tried them, and I will try more, just maybe not in these 8pan palettes because they're so little. So the other two like 50% off things were from Smashbox, and I get a pro discount at Smashbox, but it's only 30%, and I've been wanting these for a while, so I'm like, well, definitely 50 is better than 30, so I got the Smashbox Contour Stick Trio as well as the Contour Palette. And I picked up a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick from my stash thinking it was part of this trio, and it's not. But the most important colors I did bring, and it's Highlight and Contour. The other is Bronze, which could also be used to contour, I think, if you had the right skin tone. But those are them right there. Super creamy, super blendable. I do really enjoy them. I just don't know that they're worth $45 for 3 of them. So when I was able to get them for $22.50, I was all over it. This one's the best purchase out of all 3 things that I got. The Smashbox Contour Palette. And I got the one, well, I know I got the one in light medium. It doesn't say that on here though. So it comes with, it's got like a little, like that. It comes with a highlight color, which this one's kind of yellow. It's not, I don't know. It's not really what I would, I guess it's okay. I just haven't tried it as a highlight color yet. These 2 colors though, Be Still My Heart. Oh my goodness. I love them. I'm going to see if I can swatch them. They are so, so soft when you swatch them. So pigmented. But they're not so pigmented that you're going to like put too much on your face and end up looking like a muddy mess. It doesn't work like that. But that's the bronze color right there, and then that's the contour color. I really have not found a more perfect contour color in a powder than that right there. Hands down, what contour is all about in that color right there. So, so good. And it came with a little brush, which I haven't even taken out of the package yet. Let's see how soft this baby is. I've heard good things about Smashbox brushes. I just have never owned any. Yeah, not so soft. But what do you expect? When it comes with a palette, like really your brushes aren't going to be that good. So I'm not going to judge all of Smashbox brushes by this, but it's not the best. Alright, sticking on a bronzer theme, I was at Nordstrom buying some new foundations for my kit, and I finally broke down and bought the Chanel Universal Soleil Day Tan Chanel. And we've all seen it. It's not a new product. I've only swatched this. I've not actually used it on myself yet, or a client. I can't decide whether I want to keep it in my kit or for me, but I'm running out of swatch room. That's the color right there. So it's very similar to that powder contour, and y'all know I love a good cream or liquid bronzer. Just love it. So I'm excited to actually start playing with that. This is so random. I picked this up, I was going out the other night on a date, and I was wearing a dress, and I was like, on a date with my husband. If you haven't watched this, I have a husband and kids. I was wearing a dress, and I am like Casper the Friendly Ghost. You know, my pool's not open. I stay away from the sun. Like, it's the devil to me. So I rarely get like tan anyways. So I stopped at CVS, and I got this Airbrush legs, which, I mean, I've used before, and I know you've heard about it, but I just have to reiterate how absolutely amazing this product is. I prefer the spray to the lotion, but it gives you the perfect tan. It does not streak. It lasts until you wash it off. It's just gorgeous. It really does look like you have pantyhose on without having pantyhose on, so, which is what they claim, and it stands up to that claim. Down to the bottom of the bag here. These brushes I bought because I was at Kroger the other day, and they have really expanded the cosmetic section in my Kroger, and they have a huge Wet n Wild section, and I saw these Wet n Wild brushes. And I had only been able to find that one eyeshadow brush that I've shown you. So I jumped on them because they're like $3 a piece. So I got the powder brush, not used that yet. I got the blush brush. I have used that. In fact, I used it in my peach palette tutorial. I don't know. I gotta play with this. I was not a huge fan of how to apply blush. It was very like too pigmented, but then it didn't blend it out well enough. It kind of was just like I plopped it on my face. So I don't know about that. This one I haven't tried because quite honestly I forgot I had it. It got lost in all my other brushes. But it's like this small stipple brush, which would actually go really well with that Chanel bronzer. So I'm going to try that. And then this one is just a Duo Fibre brush, which I have used to buff out my makeup, like with my Hourglass powders. It's just not as dense as my It Cosmetics one, which is what I find with a lot of Duo Fibre brushes. So it's nothing against the brush. But I think this actually might work well for blush. So anyways, $3 a pop, and they are super soft. And I'm not complaining about any of them. Yeah, the blush brush is not my favorite, but I can find something to use that for. Okay, 2 more things. I made a ColourPop haul. I don't buy from ColourPop that much. Like when they first started and they had all their eyeshadows, I got a ton of eyeshadows, and some of them are like my absolute favorite colors. And I do really enjoy them. I'm just not the type, like when they come out with a new collection, I'm not waiting on my computer or anything. So I don't know. I didn't even have a coupon. I just decided to get on ColourPop one day and get some stuff. So I got the lip pencil in Aquarius, which is Kathleen Light's. We all know her one of her collaborations. It's right here. It's just a really pretty pink, darker pink nude. Love, love. That's so my kind of color. I got 2 Lippie sticks. So this is Oh Snap. And then this is Brills, which is such a like right in your face purple, but I'm really kind of excited about that for summer. And then this is just a nice warm nude pinky color. Then I got one of their satin lipsticks, Ultra Satin Lip. I have tried their matte lip and can't stand them, but you know, I'm not a huge fan of like matte lipsticks anyways. But I've heard really good things about this formula, and I've yet to try it. And I actually think I'm going to put it in my kit because I need some more long-lasting lipsticks. But it's really pretty. It's called Spritz. It's this pinky color right here. There we go. I don't know what's wrong with my lens lately. So it's that really pretty color. It feels really good on my arm. So I'm sure the formula is great. And then the last thing I got was a brow pencil. I'm not huge on brow pencils for myself. I use them in my kit a lot. But I need so much help with my brows that I have to use like a gel. But this is really impressive. I got the color Bangin' Brunette. I mean, I'm not going to swatch it for you because it's just a brunette pencil. But it's, you know, everybody's been talking about how pigmented they are. And sometimes they're too pigmented. And I can see where you can find that. They are very smooth and very pigmented. But if you can figure this out and get used to it, it's not a bad brow pencil. And this spoolie is amazing, especially for $5. I don't know why I bought this. Probably because I wanted to get the bigger bottle in the VIB sale, and I just didn't for some reason. It's the Escada Agua del Sol perfume, and I just got the rollerball. The only thing I'm upset about is I've only used it once, and look at how much is already gone. When I first got it and took it out of the box and I unscrewed it to smell it, a ton like shot out. Either from the cap or from the actual rollerball part. I don't know, but I was very upset about that because I wasted a lot. But it's just, I have yet to find an Escada fragrance I don't like. Very summer. It looks like in the viewfinder I'm about to stick this in my nose, but I'm not. Oh, and it smells so good. I can't explain it. I smell a little bit of pineapple in there. It's very, everything Escada does that I've smelled is very tropical, very summery, and this is their limited edition summer scent. Of course, Turquoise Summer was their limited edition scent last year, and it's still available. So maybe they'll make it permanent. But that's the last thing I got. It's like a smorgasbord of stuff. It's no rhyme or reason to what I buy. I just buy it if I want it. So hopefully you enjoyed this haul. Let me know if you've hauled anything very nice lately, or if you want me to haul anything in the comments. Be sure and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a very blessed day.